If you could just start off by introducing yourself.
Absolutely. I'm Allison Ferguson. I'm the principal here at Meeker.
I'm the math coordinator.
I'm the K-12 mathematics facilitator.
I teach second grade.
I teach in Greeley, Evans School District 6. I can't talk.
Math shouldn't be a spectator sport. And that's one thing we love about this program is that it really is designed around the best research we have about how kids learn math. And so we knew when we adopted this program, and we knew it was gonna push teachers. We knew it was gonna challenge our folks, and it really has. But it's challenged them in the best way.
The illustrative math certified facilitator was able to come in and work with us. Together, we were able to partner and provide our families a series of nights that showcased not only what the curriculum looked like with the workbooks, but also the digital aspect, and provide activities for families to work collaboratively.
You can try at home to help your students practice.
About 6 months in, we were able to really start moving faster because teachers were seeing results from their students. So though the learning curve and just how they felt was a little unsure at first, they were excited once they were able to see the results they were getting in their classroom and how they were feeling as teachers.
The thing we hear most from teachers about this, and from instructional coaches and principals too, is look at those conversations that kids are having. As they've dug more into the program, I think we're getting more and more teachers who are believing in it when they see the depth of student conversations and they see the type of learning that students are doing.
Implementation from year 1 to year 2 has been super smooth, I feel like. At first, IM was a little bit trickier for me because it's a hard adjustment to kind of go from teacher-centered to the more student-centered approach. But after seeing how critical it is to make students the center of their learning and make them form their instruction and their understandings of math, it's been amazing. So I've really been able to step back, watch them do the math, trust in it, because year 1 I wasn't so sure, and now that I trust in it and I really have that buy-in, it feels much, much smoother.
I now can see that these kids who are 7 and 8 years old are doing mental math with numbers up to 1,000. They can add and subtract in ways that make sense to them. And I think just really setting high expectations and knowing that they can reach them has been a really valuable part of IM.
The most valuable component of the digital IL classroom is definitely the data. So I'm taking data all the time. That helps me assess my students. It automatically grades a lot of the data, which is super amazing. And this year has been an incredible year for that and the growth that they've shown.
IM has really done a great job of setting these kids up for success in 3rd grade. First off, the assessments that we take in IM don't really feel much different than a cool down or one of our lessons. So the pressure is already off. They understand what it feels like to use their own thinking to answer assessment questions. But they're also not restricted to just reciting facts or writing down algorithms. They can use their own thinking to answer math questions in a way that makes sense to them, and they are fully prepared to be able to do that. If you're a new teacher coming on IM from Imagine Learning, my biggest piece of advice to you is to look through the digital content, find some pieces that you really love, and find one thing that you want to do really well. Maybe it's the lessons and you want to teach a lesson really, really well, then move on to implementing your centers really well.
When you look at our student behavior and the shifts we've had over the last 2 years, my staff has not changed much over the last 2 years, but yet we've gone from 600 plus radio calls a year to less than 100 this year, and we've cut our suspension rate in almost a quarter. There's been huge shifts in our learning as a staff on when we engage students in certain ways, we start to see behaviors go away that we have seen in the past. Our math scores have gone up pretty dramatically. We are seeing huge success in kindergarten, first and second, especially right now, knowing that their gaps are a lot smaller, but they're retaining all of the information that we've learned over the last 2 years and the skills that they have learned over the last 2 years in class in math. And so we're starting to see those grade level scores jump to between 80 and 95% benchmark on every single assessment.
Every student, regardless of what level they're at or what their circumstances are, they have an entry point to the math, which is incredible. As I learn more, they're also learning more. I'm gonna get kids next year that have been doing IM now for their 3rd year, so they have formed their own knowledge and they have really worked together in IM, and I just feel like it's gonna go better and better every year.